the girls I'm seeing that are demanding things from our young men, they don't have nothing themselves. You're in your single room in your mum and dad's house with the one Gucci bag that you saved up, and now you're expecting men to pay for everything for you. Right. I'm saying if you're a girl in your 20s to early 30s and you've met a man similar age and you both don't have that much, why are you expecting a man to have miles more?
Do rich men get with women who are not wealthy? I hate to say broke.
You hate to say broke because women don't self-identify as broke. You didn't want to say it because I'm telling you why. Subconsciously, women don't identify themselves as being broke. They say another dude
not
broke
what it is.
because he can't take you where you can't afford to take yourself.
Broke is a mentality to me, and that's why.
All right, your mentality and your bank account is broke.
Oh.
Broke is a mentality. She's trying to play word game.
I'm not playing word game.
Women do not self-identify as broke. They could be in between jobs and still won't identify themselves as broke.
Is he lying though? Let's get into it. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Ron, back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. So I got a video from a young lady who has finally said something that I have been yelling from the rooftops on my channel for a long time, that I've been trying to get through. This is actually something that I've been trying to spread between men and women, so that way we can better understand one another and the data market that we currently are in. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and let her rock. Let's get into it.
A lot of what men say they want from women is intangible, and that really be messing us up. If you ask a man what he wants from a woman, or if you even listen to men express what they want from women, because the men be talking, they say exactly what they want. We don't be listening. We think we know better, which is a point of the entire video, the original video. When you ask a man what he wants, what do you hear him say? Do you hear him say, I want a woman that can cook. I want a woman that can clean. I want a woman that can give it to me whenever I want to. I want a woman that drive a Range Rover. I want a woman that makes 6 figures. I want a woman that own her own house. I want a woman that know how to cut her own grass and take out her own trash. I want a woman that can do all of these tangible things. I want a woman that can spend money on me. Like, do you hear men say that they want a woman that can do those things? Or do you hear men say, I want peace. I want respect. I want genuine support. I want a woman that knows how to communicate. I want a woman that is non-argumentative and non-combative, that don't make a big issue out of every single thing. I want a woman that is at peace with herself and not bringing a whole bunch of baggage into the relationship. I want a woman that knows how to handle herself. I want a woman that is mature. I want a woman that respects herself. If you listen, the qualities that men look for in women are mainly character traits, right? I'm not saying that a man does not appreciate a woman that know how to cook and clean and do certain things, maintain a home and all of that stuff, and is self-sufficient, right? There's men that appreciate that. I get that, right? But those things, those tangible things, do not create a solid foundation for a man.
Give that lady a round of applause, please. Please. Thank you so much. Seriously, thank you. I'm so glad to finally hear this come out of a woman's mouth, because I've been saying this over and over again. Men value intangibles. Women value tangibles. Now, I will say this, because she mentioned cooking, cleaning, and giving it up when he wants to. Those 3 things, along with a woman's looks, those are the 4 tangible things men do value. I will say that. However, most of what men value in women is intangible, whether y'all want to accept it or not. Those 4 things that I just mentioned, outside of that, anything else tangible is like a plus for us. But those are like the main 4. And really, the looks is just what gets you in the door. But all the intangible things that she's referring to, that's what men really value, because not only does it set a solid foundation for men when it comes to relationships, for men, that's what men rely on for longevity in relationships. Let's keep it moving.
A nigga gonna fuck you if you got a Michael Kors bag or if you got a Birkin. A nigga's gonna fuck you if you in a Honda or if you in a Bentley. Those are not things being put forth by men as requirements. That's y'all competing with each other.
I don't think you're being honest. Men are attracted to a woman that's
Niggas are fuck that. Why them girls not white? All of these girls that they look for on TV, none of them ever got a fucking ring. Everybody trying to emulate and who everybody trying to be, none of them got a stable household. None of them got families with kids and a man, and they out in Dubai as a couple. These same chicks that everybody trying to be in Dubai by their motherfucking self with the sheiks get pissing on them for 25 grand. Sheiks is making them fuck their kids for 50 grand. You don't see none of those girls with a man and a house. None of them same girls that we all want to be have that lifestyle. So y'all trying to find and emulate some shit that ain't even successful. Men not making no girl get no BBL. Chick is making themselves get a BBL to compete with what they think niggas like because of clicks on social media. This girl got 77,000 likes on social media. This skinny chick over here with a decent body got 7 likes. She happy than a motherfucker.
But do you think they do it because of the things they want?
They insecure. Insecurities are the biggest driving factor. A nigga.
Now, 2 things, because I find this very interesting because I recognize her from 8 at the Table. Because this is the same woman that sits over here and talks about how she wants a man to pay all the bills. Yet at the same time, you want to make that argument for a man wanting a woman that is successful and established and things of that nature. Ma'am, you're a pretty attractive woman. I'm pretty sure if you were an average earner, that would not make men less attractive to you. Like, those men would still find you attractive. Because once again, we do not value the same things in the opposite sex. And he's literally over here telling you this, and and it's like it's going through one ear and out the other. And it's just like Shorty in the previous clip said, men are over here telling us, but we're not listening because we think we know better. And that's exactly what you just saw in that clip. Let's keep it moving.
If you want her to be submissive, take her out of survival mode. Let her be a woman. Actually, if you want a submissive woman, just date a woman with a more agreeable personality, because that's what actually determines a woman's level of submissiveness. This new age idea of conditional submission is the stupidest rationalization that modern women are using to circumvent the reality that they're just obnoxious, insufferable, emasculating, disrespectful, and difficult. Survival mode? You mean like the more primitive societies on the continents of South America, Asia, Africa, where women are more cooperative and less combative because being cooperative optimizes survival efficiency? Women in the West are not in survival mode. They're in greedy mode. Strong and independent mode. Don't tell me how to live my life mode. I don't have to listen to you mode. I'm always right mode. They're simply disagreeable, emasculating, and disrespectful. And that's an internalized attitude that prosperity, affluence, and comfortability can eviscerate.
Personal trainer, and I also own a moving company.
Moving company, okay.
I didn't pop my balloon because I kind of wanted to know more about you too. So you mentioned something about like building together or growing together.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that means you wanted to go 50-50 or...
If you want to work, you can work.
Okay.
You know, I want to take care of home. That's just how I was raised.
How much do you make a year?
75 to 95, depending.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pop my balloon because I just feel like that's not enough for me. But I feel like everything else was good.
So 75 to 95,000 a year is not good enough.
It's just I was looking for something different.
Okay, what are you looking for as far as income wise?
I thought it was gonna be like 100,000 and more because he owns his own company, right?
I've been owning my own business for about 3 years. It's been 110, and then it's been 95, and it's also been 75. So, you know, it fluctuates.
All right, thank you.
All right, okay. All right, let's come back.
A personal trainer.
You want to know what I would have told her? Just like that brother that got fired on going viral on that other dating show. But what I would have told her, you know what? Do me a favor. When you get a chance, Google the number of men, regardless of race, that make $75,000 or more a year in the United States. I think you'll be pretty shocked to see that you don't got a whole lot to choose from. And then see what the percentage of that make 100K or more. And then, and then get back with it. I'm telling you, bro, these women don't really have a sense of reality. because the percentage of men that make 75,000 or more ain't that much higher than the men that make 100,000 or more. And even half of those guys are living paycheck to paycheck. And from what I'm seeing lately on social media, those men seem to be miserable. I'm going to be doing a video on that in the future. Let's keep it moving.
I would think you would be consoling me or something, but you talking about your hair and shit. Ain't nothing, bro. I ain't got no job.
Yeah, I'm real busy now. Talking to, because I'm not, like, you broke as now. Like, I don't even want to you. I'm not gonna lie.
But I might marry you, I ain't gonna lie.
God damn! I've been talking about this for a couple of years now, but more and more research is coming through that is confirming the fact that men are in crisis. And, I'm not saying this in a way to guilt you into feeling sorry for them. It's just a fact. And it's something that they need to understand as well. Like, the first step is acceptance. The world has changed. The world that they thought that they were getting and were promised is not turning out like that for them anymore. If this man is saying that the reason why men hate women is because of our high standards, okay? If I'd had the high standards that I should have had, I never would have gone on a date with a coal miner who jerked off and left a condom on my porch for me to find. I wouldn't have gone on a date with a guy who coerced me until I ran away into the dark, and a week later I saw him at the airport with his wife. I wouldn't have dated a guy for 18 months who refused to label us and who didn't believe in emotional availability. I could go on, but I don't want to. I'm Dr. Zoe and I want to analyze it. Firstly, let's look at high standards as a concept. Women today are pretty empowered, we're pretty educated, and we're pretty financially secure on our own. So the idea that we also expect this from a partner is not high standard, it's a normal, regular standard that you should want from your partner, equality and respect. See a lot of podcast bros and that weirdly blonde man on here talking about how, how they always say, like, I like a woman who will take care of herself. She needs to work out, i.e., they're the ones who want women as accessories so that they'll look better. I totally get it, because it is threatening when women no longer want to settle for less than what they're worth, which is what they have done for a long time. They've benefited from that for a really long time, and now they're not. So yeah, I get that that's scary. Men will have you think that their big crisis is about how women now are asking too much of men. Where are all the good women? Drizzle, drizzle, blah, blah, blah. Where are the women who aren't gold diggers? Blah, blah, blah. Where are the traditional women? The real crisis is not about women. It's about how men are reacting to these shifting roles and perspectives about gender roles. Men are thriving with or without them, but mainly without them. Women know how to lead fulfilling lives without men. Men have been fed by the patriarchy the idea that their role is to be the protector, and women are saying we don't need a protector anymore. We know how to be independent. In fact, women are taught how to be independent so much better than men, because women are taught that they're going to need to look after a man. So they're taught things like how to get things done, how to cook, how to clean, how to multitask. Men are told that they're going to have a woman to do all that for them. So then when they actually end up having to do it, they can't, and lead more unhealthy and unhappy lives without women. Whereas women go on to do all of those things, but less, because they don't have to look after a man as well. Men are having to evaluate their purpose in life, if not to protect a woman. And this can be really difficult for them to do. Then they blame women instead of looking inside themselves and unpacking stuff. They turn that outward onto women as anger, which is unfair and unjust. threatened by this tend to equate independence with rejection. They don't realize that women being independent from men doesn't mean that women hate them. It actually just means that women are independent and don't need. Means women want to renegotiate the terms of our relationships with men, and men need to also be able to come to the table on that renegotiation. We're patient because we've been taught that we mature faster than men and that we're more emotionally mature than men. So we are patient with that, but we're not that patient because men are being very slow to pick this up. In other words, it's much easier to just say, oh, women hate us, than to actually look at the ingrained social conditioning that you have been given and unpack that. They're being challenged to redefine masculinity in a way that complements gender equality. And the ones who can do that are the ones who will survive and thrive. And are so scared that we're all going to go and do the 4B movement and withhold children, withhold marriage, withhold dating, withhold sex from them, that they've gone and started their own counter movement doing the same thing in proportion without realizing that that won't work because women have found our power, and our power can be withheld from them. Something that they want can be withheld from them because society is not set up in a way anymore where we need them. The thing is, many of us still want them, but on our terms. We're not prepared to settle for domestic servitude or an abusive or controlling relationship anymore. So it's very much got to be on our terms because we do deserve equality within a relationship. And we do deserve to live happy, healthy lives as best as we possibly can within a relationship or without one. So yeah, that's why the men are in crisis.
Yeah, and what she's failed to realize is that men recognize the change and they're acting accordingly. And the reason why you're putting out dumbass videos like this is because what they're doing isn't working in your favor. The way men are adapting to the dating market isn't working in women's favor, such as yourself. That's why you felt the need to make a 6-7 minute rant like this. That didn't make any sense whatsoever. So apparently they just given, so any woman can become a therapist or a psychologist, whatever kind of damn doctor she is. I know any woman that's looking for a therapist, there goes one of your candidates right there. Y'all will love her because she's not going to put any accountability on y'all. I can see that right now. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know what I'm uploading. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.